I can't walk and do the floss at the same time. But I do know a dance that I can walk and dance at the same time.
Okay.
So now.
Keep dancing. Keep dancing.
Now I can do the floss.
Yeah. Alright. YouTube. Back at it again with another video, man. It's your boy Numbers Fan Jay. I have another special guest with me today. What's your name?
Ryla.
Ryla, do you like this song?
Yes.
You like dancing too?
Yep.
Okay, what are we going to talk about today?
We're going to talk about Game 5.
Game 5. That's right. So, as I told y'all last time, if you just come back after Game 5, I'm going to sound a little bit less crazy. Here you are. We're back. Doesn't it? This is just great. This is great to see y'all again. I'm so happy right now. This is fantastic. So the Warriors got the win last night in Toronto. With it being 3-2, it's only right that I give you 3 things to know and 2 reasons to keep watching. So let's get into it. First thing you need to know, the Warriors played the screen a little better, but they're still having problems. So there were certain moments in the game where you can kind of tell that the Warriors, they were playing it the same way that they had been playing it. They were just getting better results. There were certain switches that they made that I thought were smarter than the switches that they made in the past couple games, but they always say a better offense always beats a good defense. So they still have to fix some of the things that they're doing when defending the screen. I saw them go over or under a few screens and deny the Raptors the ability to get that switch that they want. But they still have problems with that. So moving on to number 2, second thing you need to know is the Warriors controlled this game. And they hadn't did this. This was similar to Game 3 where the Raptors controlled the game. It seemed like every time Golden State looked like they were getting close, that the Raptors would hit a 3. In this game, Game 5, it was the opposite. Every time the Raptors looked like they were making a push to get back in the game, the Warriors would make a 3. And the Warriors went up 13 in the second quarter. They went up 14 in the third quarter. So most of the time they were leading this game. They were controlling the pace. They were playing how they wanted to play. The third thing you need to know is how this game went down, how it happened, how the Warriors won this game. It's very important. So the Raptors were up 92-8. No, excuse me. The Warriors were up 92-87 with 8:28 left to go in the game. They went on a 16-5 run that looked like it would end the series and give the Raptors their first championship win. Until Nick Nurse, the Raptors head coach, inexplicably calls a timeout. The Raptors made another stop and had the ball with 3:05 left to go. This is when they're leading 103-97. So Kawhi airballed his next shot coming out of the timeout. So they're leading by 6 points after the 16-5 run. They come out of the timeout completely dry. The rhythm is knocked off by Nick Nurse. After Kawhi airballed that shot, that led to Splash Brothers taking over the game. 3 after 3 after 3. Clay hit a 3. Then a goaltend and Kyle Lowry turnover later. Curry hits a 3, ties the game. They come back down again. Clay hits the 3 to take the 3-point lead with 57 seconds on the clock. DeMarcus Cousins ended up having like a brain fart or something. I don't know what happened with him. He ended up turning the ball over like on moving screens. He got a goaltend. He got a basket interference call. It was a bunch of stuff where I'm like, what is going on with DeMarcus Cousins right now? But that moving screen gave Toronto the ball back. It was only 15 seconds on the clock. There were 9 seconds on the shot clock for Golden State to win this game. They could have hit another shot and put it out of reach, but that turnover gave Toronto new life. Out comes Toronto. Last possession, they find a way to get Kawhi the ball. Kawhi gets double teamed, so he has to pass. Pass to Van Vliet. Van Vliet passes to Kyle Lowry. The ball hits the side of the backboard. Now, on the replay, it'll show you that it was tipped. But I mean, come on now. You have to give the Warriors all that credit for that. They played that perfectly. They didn't foul. And you have to, Nick Nurse gets like a frowny face for me right here, because it's like, you on a 16-5 run. Why would you call a timeout? You're about to win. Like, that was the guy who made the brain fart on the Raptors, if you want to say that. But I mean, you can't blame one or two players or one coach. Give the Warriors credit for not giving in. The pressure is all on the Raptors, guys. But with no further ado, we'll give you 2 reasons to keep watching the series. Number 1, Golden State has not won at home in this series, but have 2 wins in a row in Toronto. Toronto's best chance to win is this next game Thursday in Oracle. So all the pressure is on Toronto at this point. It's been on them since they went up 3-1. Now they're on the verge of getting a championship. So now that's all that they're saying is, we just got to win. We just got to win one more. We just got to win one more. And the Warriors are playing stress-free basketball. But reason number 2 is Golden State has yet to play as well as they did offensively in Game 2. If you watch my other video, I talked about them having a 2-to-1 assist-to-turnover ratio in Game 2 when they won. They have yet to put up those type of numbers since that game. Also, take into account these 2 players when you're watching the next game. Danny Green had 4 points. He was 2 for 7 from the field and 0 for 4 on threes last game. That was a closeout game. This next game is another closeout game. So he has to do better than that. He's a starter. 4 points, 2 for 7, and no threes when that's where he gets all his points from, is the 3 line. That's not acceptable. So that's another player that the Raptors can point to that didn't come through when they needed. On the opposite side of that, Boogie Cousins. I know y'all watched this game, man, but the second quarter, he led a 7-0 run. 9 points, 4 rebounds, 1 block, 1 assist, 1 steal, and 1 out of 2 on threes during that quarter. He gave them a much needed boost, and I think this run is where the Warriors really kind of took complete control of the game. Despite the fact that the Raptors ended up making a run to keep it close, this run that Boogie made kind of flipped all momentum over to Golden State. Like they controlled the game so well after this run in particular that I didn't see anybody doubtful on their sideline. Even when they were down 103-97, you know, some fans get kind of nervous. They're like, man, we might lose this game. But no, they didn't. You never saw any of that emotion from the Warriors because they felt like they always had a chance to win this game, and they went and did that. So give them all of the credit, man. Also, remember Quinn Cook did not have to play as many minutes since KD played he played the first quarter and some of the second quarter, but he will have to play more minutes Thursday. Expect for him to play good. He did have a good few minutes when he was in the game. But that's all I have for y'all today, man. Thank y'all for watching. It's your boy Jay and little sister Ryla. We out of here.
Bye. Oh, my life is too wide.